Nothing puts a bigger smile on my face than to harass people on Twitter who don't agree with my opinions. Why one? Why one? Why one? Why one? Hey man, you good? Why one? Why one? Why one? Hey, if you need someone to talk to, then I'm here for you to call my therapist and she can help you out. Why one? Why one? Why one? Why one? Why one what? Why did they pick free-for-all? Who's they? Those bastards in Mogi Lounge. What's Mogi Lounge? Yeah, I got something for these fools. I'll be right back. Seriously, what's Mogi Lounge? That's a good question. What is Mogi Lounge? I mean, it's not like there's a search engine out there where you can just put that question into it, hit enter, and loads of results just pop up. And maybe there might be 1 or 2 videos explaining what Mogi Lounge is all about, but I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So, who wants to play a free-for-all event? You can play with these bullets. Hey, look, man, I was just joking. Chill. I had to do what I had to do. I'm sorry.
Not really.
All my niggas hate free-for-alls. But to honor his death, I'm gonna read the script out word for word and why he thinks, not me, he thinks why free-for-all is good. The free-for-all format is one of the top 3 most picked formats in Lounge. An outsider would probably think to themselves, wow, clearly this format must be loved if it's one of the most picked formats to play. Well, much like a certain CT that gets picked a lot, it's not exactly what it may seem. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, of people who hate playing free-for-all in Lounge, to the point where they're willing to take a few strikes and mutes than to play in the event. But if you looked over the title and the thumbnail of this video, I'm not one of those people. I personally enjoy playing free-for-alls to an extent. Now, before you guys make the local police proud and interrogate this black guy to death, I think it would be better to get the general opinions of the opposing side to see why they hate free-for-all. The general reasons I gathered up were, it's boring, it's uncompetitive, too much item spam, and team events are more fun. I'll go through each of these one by one. Free-for-all being boring, I couldn't disagree more on. I say this a lot in Lounge, but to me playing a free-for-all event is just regular Mario Kart, but more competitive because of the serious nature of Lounge. And I know for a damn fact all of us came into this series for what it's all about. Competing in a series of races against friends, strangers, hell even CPUs on the tracks we all love to race on. And I believe that purpose still applies to Lounge. Whether I'm playing free-for-all or a team event, I'm always interested because of what Mario Kart is all about. And by extension, this ladder system of a server I'm a part of. A server that sometimes feels like an addictive drug. Go outside, kids. I also don't agree with people who say free-for-all is uncompetitive. I feel like people only say this out of frustration with the format with no real reasons to back up this criticism. Just think about this for 2 seconds. You're going up against 11 other players in a series of races to try and come out with the highest placement you can get in the event. I mean, if that's not considered being competitive, then I don't know what is. It can't get any more competitive than that. Unless you put some cash on the table. Even if you're doing poorly in a free-for-all event due to luck, misplays, or even both, you're still competing against every player in the event for the chance to improve and move up the ranks of this server. To me, when something is uncompetitive, you get people who don't care about their performance or the end result of a contest. People like this are just there to have fun and enjoy themselves without the stress of trying to assert dominance. And I doubt that's what players do when free-for-all is chosen. Loads of people in this server take this game seriously, regardless of the format. Alright, so when it comes to item spam, I think I can speak for everyone who plays this game competitively when I say that shit's annoying. And this is probably the one drawback of playing a free-for-all event to me. Because you don't have to worry about hitting any teammates, players often use their items frame 1 of getting it. This is what makes free-for-all the most chaotic format in the server to me. That being said though, let's not pretend that item spam only happens in free-for-all. As I said in my revamped TC video, players spam their items regardless of the consequences it may have, sometimes even rewarding the player. It's pretty annoying being surrounded by multiple players spamming their items until they break their controllers. And even though item spam occurs the most in free-for-all, it happens regardless of what format is picked. But I can understand why people don't like free-for-all for that reason. I can also understand why loads of players enjoy playing team events more. I mean, 2v2 is the most popular format in the server. It's my favorite format to compete in as well. In general, I think team events add a nice twist to the competitive side of this game. Little details like being aware of where your team is, helping them dodge a shock, and you acting as a shield while your mates are front running. Stuff like that, you really can't experience this different but nice setting anywhere else besides wars. In a free-for-all, you're just worrying about yourself. You're a lone wolf. You couldn't care less about what you do to the other players in the race. All you care about is getting those good spots and racking them up like hotcakes, sometimes even getting cool clips in the process. That's cool and all, but I do find team events, specifically 2v2s and 3v3s, more interesting and fun compared to free-for-alls. It also helps you strategize more because team events are, well, a team effort. If you put yourself above the team, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You can't play a team event like it's a free-for-all, or else you just do poorly, and your teammates might flame you for it. Free-for-all as a format gets a lot of mixed feelings from the general player base of Lounge, but for me, I enjoyed this format regardless of what tier or who's in the lineup. I think this game is at its best when your back is up against the wall, and you really need to think smart and pull through to get those good results, testing your reaction time, driving skills, item usage, and sometimes patience. Yeah, the same can happen in team events, but with those, you'll always have partners to back you up, sometimes carrying you to great results. With free-for-all, you're all by yourself and it's more of a challenge. It's a good testing ground to see if you're a standalone good player. Don't get it twisted, I do find it to be a frustrating format at times, but regardless, I personally welcome the difficulty of it when it's thrown my way. Would this game, or any game for that matter, be fun if it's always a cakewalk to victory? I don't think so. So these are my reasons on why I enjoy playing free-for-all in Lounge. No, I am not sick. Trust me, I am not diagnosed with anything. These are my true 100% 10% opinions of the matter. What are your thoughts on free-for-all? Tell me in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.